Whoa, friends, the mystery deepens on these UAP drones, which I hate the fact that they're calling them drones. I got two things for you today. First, we're going to talk about this crash and retrieval, which is breaking news just moments ago, thanks to Third Phase of Moon, who I'm sure you guys know I've been working with for 13 years. And we're going to check out some amazing UFO footage after that. And then after that, I have some footage that some of you sent me to react to. So let's start first with the biggest story of them all. Like you heard me say the last night, they are coming from the water. People are literally saying some of these things are coming from the water. You heard from the police report or the police dispatch talking about them. And now what we're going to do is first, I want you to read this. This came on X, formerly Twitter. So this happened in New Jersey, as you've seen all the footage from the lights in New Jersey and the triangle craft and the fleets of spheres, the low hums, the TR-3Bs. Now we actually have one that allegedly has crashed. Is it an ET drone or is it an ET craft? Is it just one of our drones? But if so, why is it being made such a big deal? Now, there's a portion where you're going to see the Black Hawk helicopters actually checking the area. You're going to see their flight path and see where they're zeroing in. It's possibly over water. So, in the meantime, we'll see some other videos, and then I want you to hear some pilots talking about seeing some lights in the sky. Again, like I said, this just broke from Third Phase of Moon literally moments ago, and I am sharing it with you here, as well as what we're going to see after, which is what you guys have told me I need to check out and to share with all of the rest of you. So, what do you guys think of this? Has anybody seen any of these things in real life? Again, that's what we're looking for. This is a team effort. We're not going to get to disclosure uh, by the government, and we're not going to get to it by a few people. We need everybody involved and aware. This one is gnarly looking. I would like to know what can cause this to fly. I mean, this does not look like anything we have on this planet that is any form of aircraft. So, if anything is questionable, whether it's ET, I would have to say that one. That is not some sort of balloon. It's not a weather anomaly. As you can see, it's a clear, dark sky. What the heck is that? Very, very crazy. Again, whoever submitted it to Third Phase of Moon, I want to thank them very much. And by the way, if you guys captured something amazing, be sure to contact us and send it to the cousins because they will analyze it, they will zoom in it, they will crop it so it's as full screen as you can get, and then they will show it to you, which in turn so will I. Now, I this thing in New Jersey, what I'm hoping is that some of you live out there. So anybody who lives in New Jersey, and I'm going to find out the city coming up again, that tweet or X post is going to be here again. I want to see if anybody out there lives in that area. And if so, go out there looking. If you see cops picking up weird metallic things that are not, recognizable, well, try to snag some of it. Okay, this is it. You see this? This is where the Black Hawk is supposedly searching for the crashed drone or craft, ET craft. So it's over the water. And this is in Pine Barrens. So who lives anywhere there? Go to facebook.com/Jersey Shore News and see if you could find this Richard Geldrick's post because we kind of need you guys to help solve this mystery. I don't live out there. I live in Los Angeles. So I could only ask the people out there who live in that area. Look at that. Now, you tell me anybody who was trying to blow it off saying, oh, the Black Hawk was just doing some sort of training and zigzagging through the area. No, clearly it's focused on that one area. This is crazy. And I'm really glad it's part of tonight's footage. I first started to think, is this a balloon? But when I saw this zoomed in and up and close and really looked at it for quite some time, it really looks like it's a flying humanoid. I mean, is this just an ET? It's definitely not a rocket, man, because that technology that we have where you boost a rocket on your back, you cannot stay in the sky for 20 or 30 seconds or 30 or more seconds because the fuel runs out so quickly. So whatever the heck this is, there's no means of propulsion. Again, I used to think, is this just a floating balloon that is shaped like something? But no, I mean, it's almost like a figurine of Superman if you think about it. It looks like there's a cape behind it and everything. I don't think it's a cape in reality, but I don't know if this is a jellyfish drone or jellyfish UAP, but I think this might very well be some sort of anomalous person or being that is not human. I mean, that's just a guess I have of mine. Has anybody out there who has been contacted or visited or sees UFOs, UAPs regularly, seen anything like this? If you have, comment down below. I would love for you to tell me the story. I mean, wow, this is just bonkers. I would love to know what happened before. Was there like a larger craft? Did this thing come out of it? Did this thing land to the ground? Did it continue to take off? Where did it come from? Did it just appear in our dimension as these things appear to be interdimensional, float there for a while, and then appear to zoom off? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the backstory, but whoever it is, they saw it, and bravo. Let's also point out something major. This is daylight footage. These things are not hiding anymore. In the past, if you were trying to film something, they could shut down your camera. ETs, UFOs, they have that ability when they didn't want themselves known. And they also have a history of lying. If you've seen my video I've done several months ago, check it out because they lie. So, and the fact that you saw something during the day tells me they're not hiding anymore. Remember, I just covered fleets? Well, this is now in Europe. I showed you fleets over the United States. We talked about fleets over the UK. I showed you fleets over Latin America, Mexico, all the way down to Argentina and Bolivia. This is now in Europe. We already saw Russia, but I don't know the name of the area. I don't want to say Poland and be wrong. All I know is this is from across the pond. And look at the lights that you're seeing. They are literally glowing multicolors. So, what is that? 20, maybe 30 of these spheres, a cluster. We are seeing a cluster. That begs the question. Was this December 3rd invasion prediction made by Webbot all the way back in 2009 actually true? We've had all these sightings, like I've been saying for years, just increasing massively to the point that I mentioned yesterday. MUFON and New Fork, run by Peter Davenport, MUFON Mutual UFO Network, New Fork National UFO Reporting Center. Both of them, this is it. Let me back this up and play the audio for you. Let me pause it for 1 second so I can say both of them said that they have never had such a record high of UFO reports in the history of UFO reporting collection. Okay, I want you to hear what these pilots have to say. And again, kudos to Third Phase of the Moon for getting this footage out literally moments ago.
And we're excited to be with you because the front line is where it's at. Now, more
It's
evidence
on
from airline pilots. Listen.
airline.
Center Boy 3413,
Listen
got
up.
a question. Go ahead. Up the river's MOA is hot. You got anybody mess around over there? It is cold. Well, I was curious why you asked. It sound a little weird, but we keep asking about the MOAs we keep passing because we're following these two kind of lights that are up above us that are kind of jogging back and forth left and right for the past like half hour. Really? Yeah. I don't see anything on radar, and no, river's just not active. Cool, thanks.
SR 1757, we've been watching them for about an hour or two in the northwest skies. They were really weak as well.
Oh.
Way up high?
Split positions. They actually moved. It's the first time I've seen them change relative positions.
That's weird. Are they way up high? Real close?
There you go. I mean, that is beyond gnarly. You just heard air pilots talking about literally seeing aircraft in the sky. Now, unfortunately, why don't they come out and tell us? That's one thing I am very saddened. I wish more of them came out and told us. I do know a lot of them get fired because I'm a skydiver. I always talk to pilots and I always ask them if they see UFOs. A lot of them respond they do, but no one talks about it. Okay, let's pay attention to this tweet one more time about this UFO crash that they're calling a drone. Is it just a little drone? But if so, if it's just a hobby drone, why would we care so much about it? If it's a military drone, don't you think they probably would have actually not published it and just recovered it? That's why this needs more investigation. So, breaking moments ago, just today, tonight, we have a possible crash and retrieval in effect with this UFO drone. Now, let's get to some of the footage that you guys sent me and said, check this out. Now, the reason I was sent this first, if you recall, I did the live ETs and the ET drone that was like 2 feet away from somebody. And the reason someone sent me this said, hey, check this out, is because it seems one of these crashed in Africa a while back. And that is what we're looking at right now. Let me get there. So you see that? If you recall, it was Juanito Juan. It was in the same footage where you had the gray alien by the truck. And he panned it past the truck, didn't see it, whatever, and the gray's in it afterwards. But this weird looking thing was seen near his home outside and in his home when he walked up to it on camera and literally had his hand inches away as that eye looking thing was blinking. Okay, there's a couple more things that I decided to see on this, and I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think of this? I mean, part of me wants to say this is kind of too good to be true. But see, that's the problem, isn't it? It's either really, really fuzzy at night, and it's like, well, that sucks. How come there's never anything clear? And then when we have something really clear, people always say it's too good to be true. It must be fake. So we can't have it both ways. A lot of times, stuff this clear is true. So because I've never seen any of these things in real life, I want to know if you guys have, because definitely the shapes of those craft exist. We do know they rotate. This is a crazy anomaly as well. I have definitely seen triangles, and especially ones that are very, very stretched like this. This actually reminds me more of the Aurora, but the Aurora is not this thin and has a little bit wider wing. So, is this an ARV, an alien reproduction vehicle, or is this a genuine UFO? You know, again, if you guys have ever seen anything like this, I want you to tell me. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the like button and share. I noticed most of you coming to my channel do not subscribe. And there's hundreds of interviews on this channel. They're under the live section. So be sure and check them out. People Lou Elizondo, Eric Von Doniken, Michio Kaku, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Graham Hancock, they're all there. Okay, this one, I don't know if I believe. I'm asking the abductees and the contactees to tell me, is this real? The reason I say it's not is because it looks like it's a person in a costume. You don't see a neck, and generally there's a very thin, long neck. And the head looks to be a little wide. But at the same time, there are abductees that say there are aliens that look just like the 16 that I posted. So what do you guys think? You guys who've actually seen this. The reason this guy just drove and saw it again, apparently he had seen it in one place and then drove off scared. He saw it the first time, if you notice, behind some bushes. Got in his car, drove off, and the thing ended up being again on the side of the road. It could be an elaborate hoax, but that's why I'm putting it to you. This is the last one of the night I have for you. This is a purported landing. I don't know the name of the country. I don't want to say Germany, but it could be Germany. India. This is India. That's right. This is in India. And this is during a picnic. And this craft lands. And then a being basically is beamed out. That is gnarly. I've definitely seen beings just like this where people have said this is real. So, what do you guys think about this one? And I showed you this orb yesterday. So, with that being said, we are done. Now, if you notice here under my name, it says minds.com. Minds is basically a free speech platform, a combination of Twitter and Facebook, where it pays you in cryptocurrency. Because I've had problems with other platforms, I've been on here. So if you guys start using it more, I will be more active there. If not, hey, no, don't worry. I gain nothing from you being there outside a chance to interact. But I'm doing great with interaction with you guys and gals because if you notice, I read all your comments and I respond to them. So these are the things I want you to do tonight, please. If you live in New Jersey, check out that crash. Go there and see what they're picking up. How big is this so-called drone or UAP or spacecraft or flying saucer or sphere, whatever it is. Then also, I want to know if you guys have ever seen anything like the aliens shown tonight or any of the craft shown tonight. And thirdly, if you've captured anything amazing, be sure to contact us and we'll get it to Third Phase of Moon and they will show it to you cropped up, zoomed in, straightened out so we can all check it out. If you're living in any place with these crazy drones that they're calling drones are appearing, we want to know about it. So talk to us about it, share. And with that being said, I will catch you on the flip side.